You're wondering why are you in the playgrounds with Luke? Well, because me and Luke were playing some Fortnite and we landed at Polar Peak, and then we went down into the dungeon and we found that the dragon eggs weren't there, so we hopped into this playground, wondered why aren't the dragon eggs there. So we got off so we mined this wall, and then they're not there. So we thought it was a glitch. That's why we came into the playground. So now me and Luke are just gonna go over here and show you what I think is a dragon mark. And I think the dragons have been taken or hatched by the prisoner skin. As you can see, look, like burn marks. Like
maybe some of them spilt lava or claw marks or something.
And
maybe the eggs have been dragged this way. And we've not been able to find anything else.
But so as you guys know, the map is melting, even this snowy area, and we want to go near Tomato Temple. So we're just gonna go over there and see what actually has happened, or why the cracks are there, and like what's gonna happen, and see where they're all leading up to. I think they're gonna lead up to Dusty.
They're gonna be hatched in Dusty or something.
Yeah, they might have. And you might guys wondering, I want to know when Noah or Mayhem Monkey uploads a video. And if you are wondering that, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on that little bell. After you hit that subscribe button, that will mean a lot to me, and it will mean a lot to you if you want to. If you like to watch my videos.
I just point farmed. Did you actually see that?
Not really. I didn't really see it, but
I was just jumping up and down on fires, and I did
the hoverboards have got added in, like when like all of this stuff is happening. So it might be like a futuristic season, or like a back in time season, or I was gonna say like
the dragons, or maybe like I was gonna say like a Stone Age thing, because the dragons might go back to a medieval time, like when the dragons appear, and then these heroes from like out of the dark that are knights come.
And
so that would be cool.
Yeah, if you guys are having a good day, please just keep on having a good day. And if you guys have any ideas that you want me to say or give you a shout out in this video, leave a comment and I'll give you a shout out in the next video. And yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy, but now we want to talk about the cracks. They have got bigger and been growing faster. It happens about every 2 hours. So let's just follow this one and see where it's gone so far. It's all the way, it's gone all the, look, so it's parted. So it's like parting really slowly. And it's finished here. So it looks like
Fortnite map. Oh so my god, hashtag Fortnite map.
So look, it started there, and then look, it's like stopped here, and it connects to this one here. So I think it's gonna it's just gonna have a massive chunk around Dusty, like this. Let's see where my markers go in. Around, go past retail, go in between retail and crates, and end up back here. And it's just gonna lift it, and this bit's like just might sink, like in the water, or maybe that might turn into lava. We don't know. And now, Luke, if you want to say your theories.
So I think it's either a drag mark, because as you guys could see back at Polar Peak, there was the mark on the floor. It's either a burn mark, or maybe that's another starting crack supporting Noah's theory, or it's just burn mark from one of the baby dragons. And as they have gained all the way over to maybe the secret bunker in Wailing Woods, they have been scratching the floor, leading us to
and we will go check Wailing Woods out right now. So the underground bunker, if you want to lead the way.
Yep. And I don't mean the one that everyone knows about. I mean the one that's still sealed.
Yeah. And guys, leave a comment.
Came straight off it.
Leave a comment if you think that bunker's ever gonna open. I don't think it's ever gonna open. But if you guys just like watching my videos, you can keep on doing that and leaving likes. I think I've already said that, but if I have, sorry. And
why is there a dancing dung beetle?
And yeah, the Infinite Rift has been fiddled with to make the teleporters. So with that technology, that might be the dragons. Or so Luke, if you want to say your theory about them getting scratched.
So the dragons are probably being led here, and every night the prisoner skin spotting nose there is making a move to try and conceal them in here. And at the start of season 8, where we get that good old lovely cutscene, they're gonna pop out of here, setting the whole of Wailing Woods on fire, so it would like be a burnt forest, a bit like Endor of Star Wars Battlefront when that's burnt. And we'll have a new place, and then we'll have knights coming from Polar Peak, which won't be Polar Peak anymore because it will be complete, and the dragons will melt everything. And so there'll be knight skins. There will probably be some high-tech skins as well. So you're technically a throwback to season 2.
And guys, if you're wondering, and my other theory is, let's just go back to Tilted. The building has always been getting destroyed. So I think Tilted is going to be like, get demolished, not demolished, like when the meteor hit, it got like a couple buildings gone. So I think the dragons like are gonna like breathe fire or whatever they do. They might breathe ice. They might like freeze as a hot, like a bit of tilted towers. That might lead up to that might lead up the prisoner skin. Now if you think about it, they were made in Polar Peak, and then they were blue. And I know that's like, oh, it's blue obviously because it's been in a nice place. And I know that's what you're thinking most probably, but think about it. The prisoner skin is molten lava, and he's probably gonna have to fight all those dragons, and he's probably gonna help us in a way. Not like the Blockbuster skin where he made a crack in the sky, and yeah. And maybe Luke just had a great idea, so he's probably just bursting to tell me. And you guys, go on.
So, 2 things. I just did a sick trick. I went upside down on the Copper Dusty, and the other one is, as I was saying before, they might breathe ice or fire. The different stages of the prisoner might be the different stages of the dragons. So, if we are leading to different stages, the ice one might live in the Polar Peak, and it might be a vehicle, maybe. You might be able to ride it. You might be able to hatch mini dragon eggs as a consumable, a bit like Autoglide.
And now, let's just go to the center building. Let's just get off our hoverboards to show you guys. As you can see, it's nice and built up. It's nice and all built up. But what you guys might not think is, there's a radio tower here. There's never one before. And it's aiming straight at sky. My theory got complonked. And yeah, I think this whole building is gonna get frozen, and yeah, maybe a bit of Trump, because if this whole building gets ice, maybe the map might be like, next season might be Snow Rises or something like that. And if this is all true, which it might not be, but if the dragon eggs breathe fire and the prisoner skin helps us because he's molten lava, yeah, that might be the lead up to season 8. If you guys have any theories you want me to put in the next theory video leading up to season 8, please leave a comment and do that. Luke, do you have any more theories?
So, as Noble was saying, there's never been a radio tower in Tilted before. But then maybe the radio tower's been there since pretty much the start, and it's been getting built up. But not, I mean, the start of this season. And then, so this is a bit crazy, but maybe it's monitoring the waves or something coming from
the heat waves.
Like the heat wave, saying if there's anything wrong.
And now that it's like a TV tower, because if I just hop in there really quick, there's like, as you can see, it's got like kind of cameras. See, like, look, like that. Did you see that? It's and look, that TV. Oh yeah. Look, it's got like a text station. See, like, look, it's a film. Like they're doing a TV show. So, my theory is they're filming a TV show, and then that's just gonna get interrupted. Or they're filming documentaries about what they're like, what's like might happen, or their theories about how they feel about the ice, and like, see, look, like this might be like a Google. See, they're all facing. Look, is that just me, or are they facing? Right, they're facing that way. But they, like, these cars, why have they got these satellites on? Is this just like Google Maps or something? I don't know, but if it is, and if they go into Polar Peak, they might not get reported back, as in they didn't get all the map research that they needed. And if they, and that might send people on missions, and then they might just get captured, and then, I don't know, but yeah. And if you guys do agree, just leave a like, and yeah. But if you have any clips you want to show me and say anything, you can, because I want to see your guys' theories. And like, see, there's another film room there. Well, the same one, so the same film room, but for offices. Like, why Fortnite just decided to add all this equipment. So guys, if you do want to have a great season and get the free, and if you want to get the battle pass for free, you guys do all those challenges, because yeah, you guys do want to do that. And why would there be film sets, and why would there be cars with radios on them? Now, Luke has some theories, I think. Do you have any theories, Luke?
What for?
The lead up to season 8, because I found some cars with satellites on them.
So,
and I said that like they might be, and then like, because I think there might be like Google Maps, they might go to Polar Peak and they might not be like reported back. They didn't get like back safe.
So a bit like the Bermuda Triangle then.
Yeah.
So, to the lead up of season 8, we've all been wondering how many times is there a new cutscene? Well, there may not be a cutscene this time, or maybe there might. So, I was just thinking while I was downstairs, if we experience something never ever that's happened in Fortnite ever before. So, Save the World is probably gonna come for free next season. No, don't go through it yet. Okay then.
Yes.
So, Fortnite next season free, right? Maybe people love Fortnite but then don't have time to do the challenges. Wow. So, they might make it half a battle pass.
Yeah. And guys, now moving on to the fact planes. Luke has the most info about these planes and what they're gonna like do in this world and how they're gonna help us now, because we've got hoverboards and we've got hoverboards, quad crashers. So Luke.
So I'm afraid there's a dragon top. We're only gonna have a few pieces of our technology. We're gonna try and combine that with olden day technology such as the medieval times, like around the 1400s, and there's gonna be, as you guys know, dragons. So we're gonna have to have some sort of castle with repeat, and we're gonna have a game mode or something called Siege, and we're gonna be helped by our hoverboards, which are probably gonna be less technical hoverboards, and technically a bit like a skateboard. And then we're gonna have planes, which aren't really gonna be planes. We're gonna have catapults dotted around the map, aiming at castles for sieges. And we're gonna have lots of rocks that you can load. So, back to Noel.
And like Luke said, yeah, the technology might not be good enough, and then I'm just going back to Polar Peak, and I just want to show you, like, there's a separate mountain, a mountain that's been separated, and that is being like, I just want to show you guys something which I thought about when I got this secret battle star. Trog, let's think about Trog, because he is a Yeti, and I don't think this is going to lead up to anything. I'm just saying it because if I can find it, there is a plane covering up like the hole that he lives. So my guess is he might have like been flying, and then the island crashed because he didn't like the island, so he tried to escape, but the island was moving the time he was trying to escape. And yeah, I think he tried to escape, and then his plane just crashed. Moving on to Frosty Flights. Frosty Flights is a nice place and all, because that's where you get your planes and all of that stuff, but it's solar panelled. Because think about it, if the prisoner skin like melts everything, that's just might overheat everything, and do like overheat the Frosty Flights, and it might just like overheat it, and everything might just explode. And yeah, Fluke, you want to add on to that?
So now I'm gonna try and make my way to Trog's little base, my little plane. So, Noah, if you would like to get a plane and follow me, that would be.
Can you pick me up?
Helpful. Yes, sure. So, yeah, if I just slow down and try to land this thing, and if Noah gets on, which is pretty much it, I might just have to land it then.
And you want to carry on?
Yes. So, if we go closer to Trog's house, just past this island, there's another bunker.
Wait, there's an underground bunker?
Yes. So there's another bunker. Maybe leading to more dragons. So maybe the dragons will come out of here instead. And it's a massive underground tunnel coming from Wailing to this little island which nobody really went to. So, right. We're just flying around and we'll just be quiet, so no, stop dancing. So you guys can actually see into like in here.
And guys, if you have just theories, send it to loads of other YouTubers because then they'll add on to it, and yeah. And I'm moving. Alright, so like, if you don't mind me flying the plane for a second.
Nope.
Thanks. And the start of the season, when everyone was like, oh, season 7, cool. No one really thought, all in all, but no one really thought about this very submarine. And at the start, this might be a really good theory for some of you, some not. It's like covered in dice, and it looks really old-fashioned. So the prisoner skin might have come from this very submarine, because the submarine is old-fashioned. And if you guys, I'm sorry, I'm not really gonna edit it, so I'm not really gonna put it up on my screen, but he has a key, so he had a mask, and he had a key to put in it, and it's just, and it's like all the like masks in the movie, or like in the museum you saw, or like in the, let me think, for Scooby-Doo, when they put on that water mask. And then he must have came from this, because my theory is he came from this thing, this, what do you call it? Submarine, thanks. Submarine.
I thought someone else was building, then I was like,
submarine. And as you can see, it's got like piled up on this ice rock. So I think it was like having a mission of or going somewhere, and he like thought it was this very island that made him crash, but it was just a naturality of it just happening, like just normally. But and yeah, he might just want revenge. That's why he's getting all this power, and he might be making these earthquakes, and there might be like a volcano forming in Loot Lake. And if we just go over to Loot Lake, if I go over here, get our plane, it's like a it's like an inside-out volcano.
so if you don't mind me just saying my theory as well.
Yeah, go on.
So as you see, Noel was saying it was an old-fashioned submarine. And if we piece things together, the infantry rifle has just come out. And it's an M1 Grand rifle from Call of Duty World War II. And so it is suggesting that the old-fashioned stuff might lead to a World at War type of situation. If no one, you would like to start doing that. And there is pretty much a big thing at hand here. We are finding different stuff every day. So we have found the infantry rifle. You found, which leads back to World War II, and that old submarine, suggesting the Navy. Right, and then we have got the
and guys, as you can see, it's like a, well, not really, but it's like a volcano. Like this whole dipped in thing is a volcano. And my theory is that when the event happened for Leaky Lake, when it was meant to happen at 2, but that was for the Eastern people, it didn't happen for us Europe people. So a massive blob came out of Kevin, and it just didn't do anything, like nothing really happened. But then Kevin just lost, that was his last source of power. And I don't know if Loot Lake still has that power in its like waters, or I don't know. But if Luke, you want to link onto that theory?
So as there is a volcano, volcanoes are known around the time of the Stone Age, linking to another World at War theory. So we have the infantry rifle, the old-fashioned submarine. We have the inside-out volcano theory. We have all the planes, which is modern day, and then we have these hoverboards and loads of different technology. So I was thinking next season is going to be historic season. Pretty much about, and we got Pharaohs in Egypt, which will be Paradise Palms, if me and Noah just go over to there real quick. So, as Paradise Palms was added in seasons that led up to here, it was more of a desert cowboy situation, along with the Halloween cowboy skin and Calamity, which came out with the release of Paradise Palms as well. So we're gonna have a throwback to quite a lot of things, in my opinion. So, on to Noah. Let's see what he thinks about my theory.
And yeah, like Luke said, Luke, you got it wrong. Calamity was in season 6. Paradise came in season 5.
They came in around
the same time.
About the same time.
Yeah. And linking back on to like Paradise, I don't know, but maybe he might you had to light a campfire to get a next stage, and it's all been like, ever since you got that mask off, it's been fire related stuff. So maybe he's gaining fire power to fight the ice, like I linked on before. But maybe he's gonna move to Paradise, make it like a more hotter place, and it might just turn in like the sand might be too hot, and then he might just gain so much power, or too much, he can't handle it, or something like that. So he's just gonna put all his lava power into the ground, and that might make the paradise world or place so hot that it cracks open, and then there's like lava because the cracks are making its way round and like through here. Maybe it might crack into Paradise, and maybe it's desert because it's hot in the desert. And yeah, and if that and I think lava's gonna come or something like that. I don't really know, but guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this theories video, and if you have, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a like on this video. And the hoverboard is flying. And I'll see you all in the next video.